All right, happy Earth Day, everyone. This is Laura of Enerstructa, and welcome to our Wednesday series, Healthy Homes and Home Performance. And so today, last week we talked about for heat your home's heating and cooling systems, and then today we're going to talk about water heating. So in existing homes, generally, what I find, depending on how old they are, there usually is like some kind of tank water heater. Maybe it's 50-gallon tank or 60-gallon tank, or maybe it's more, but typically 50 or 60-gallon or 65 is pretty common. And those tanks might be heated with either gas heat or electric heat. And so for a gas heat, it might be vented. It might One of the things with gas ones is that, like we talked about last week, is that you want to make sure that your house isn't potentially backdrafting so that you're not losing or you're not potentially having a carbon monoxide issue. So at the minimum, make sure you're installing a carbon monoxide detector if you have a gas water heater, any other gas appliances or propane in your home. So that's something you can do pretty easily. You can find those at most home improvement stores if you don't already have one, as far as a health and safety concern. And then, so that's going to look like there's like a water heater. There's kind of like this little like cap on top of it, and there's a space between where the top of the water heater connects or is and the vent starts. So it's like where the duct work is. Um, so those are around 60-70% efficient. And then standard electric tanks are they're just, you'll know if you look at the label, sure if they're electric or gas. Look at the energy label on there, and also nameplate rating. So if there's like a BTU rating, that'll be for gas, and if there's like a kilowatt hour rating, that means it's electric. If you're not sure what kind of water heater you have. Yeah, sorry, a little rambly. And so you might have, yeah, a standard electric water heater that's in your house might be 70 or 80% efficient. So compared to newer, like in a new construction house and newer technology that's out there, you can replace either of those water heaters with something that's going to be a lot more energy efficient and also save you on your water. So heating in houses actually accounts for a lot of the energy use, and so making that upgrade sooner rather than later is better. Obviously, you need to weigh out whether or not how you feel about replacing your appliance, or you're replacing your water heater. If it's, maybe if it's only like 5 years old and it's rated for 10 years, you might want to keep it installed in the house. But when you're looking for a new one, then you can look at some of these tips I'm going to give and see if that's going to be a good fit for your house. So a couple recommendations: if you have a gas water heater currently, the most efficient gas water heaters now currently are electric, or sorry, gas tankless water heaters, and those are usually around like 96% efficient, 97% efficient, somewhere in there, maybe 95. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot better than maybe 80, 70 or 80% of the one that's currently there. And so having a tankless system is going to save also space in your house. So if you already have a gas tanklet or gas tank water heater, the tankless takes up less space. It'll usually get installed on one of the walls in the home. So if you're looking to save space in an existing home, that can be a good option. And then for generally electric tankless are not a good option. They're just not the technology hasn't really figured itself out in being efficient, and cost effective. So what's really new on the market are heat pump water heaters. And so those can be over 3 times as efficient than a standard tank water heater. So their efficiency rating can be 3.2 or 3.5, 3.75. So that's even getting close to 4 times as efficient right there. So those water heaters can save you about $300 per year compared to a standard tank water heater. And I just got an email today about uh, a discount on like what the cost, like the final cost would be for a heat pump water heater. And so that cost was basically cut in half, which is kind of exciting. So going from a water heater that was $1,400 to a savings of $700, that water heater, which makes it really cost effective compared to just replacing it with another standard tank water heater. So instead of having a little bit higher upfront cost of a heat pump water heater, now they're getting to the point where they're almost just as affordable as a standard electric tank. So that makes them a little bit, easier choice for people who are cost conscious. If it's sometimes hard to see the long-term benefits of some of these upgrades that you can make in your home when the upfront front price is kind of a lot. So definitely worth it in the long run. And in a 10-year, typically water heaters are rated for maybe 10 years or sometimes 6 years, but over a 10-year lifespan, even if a heat pump water heater costs more upfront, you're gonna save money over the entirety of its lifespan. So worth checking out. And there's different brands. There's Rheem, A.O. Smith. I think, oh yeah, Bradford White. All different even at Home Depot or your local HVAC company will install them as well if that's something that you need help with. But heat pump water heaters as a replacement are pretty easy for an owner to install as well, as long as you have the current like electrical setup so that you can just plug and play and put one in. Okay, I think that's it for today. And then, yeah, again, happy Earth Day. And I will see you on Saturday, hopefully, for our DIY class, which is going to be a chalkboard hanger. Okay. All right. Take care.